Hello, Hands of Dull Bedsit blogger here, and it's a lovely day today, so on a whim I thought I'd take a walk up to Mount Caburn, and it's a prehistoric hill fort type thing which overlooks Lewes. This is Lewes down there, that town of Lewes. And I live in Brighton now, but I did a lot of growing up in Lewes. I lived in Lewes from about 23 up until the year 2000, I think, when it got flooded, and that was what made me move to Brighton, because I wanted to live in a bedsit without having to house share with people. And Lewes is just a small town, so I thought there'll be more bedsits in Brighton. But anyway, I'm gonna go for a wander, and I might occasionally give you a bit of a view of what I'm seeing and maybe a few thoughts as I think my way to Mount Caburn. I'm not gonna film the whole way because I think windburn is going to be pretty bad today. And also, what do I have actually to say? Not a lot, really. So, Mount Caburn is over the top of those hillocks over there. So, we'll be taking a little voyage. This is a really nice walk, and the view is great, even from here. Got a golf course over there, but less said about golf courses. I do have a feeling that golf courses may actually be an alien life form, because they all look the same wherever you are in the world. Is golf a game, or is it a sentient being there to get people to make golf courses in deserts all over the place? Yeah, worth thinking about, isn't it? Yeah. Something that amazes me with these downs, the South Downs, at one time England was coast to coast forest. The South Downs were created by man for sheep farming and general farming, but you see sheep there still happening. And if it wasn't for sheep being here, it would all be overgrown. I'd love to go to a time when England was coast to coast forest. Recently I've realised how much I miss having a cat, or a cat that's a regular friend. I've got friends who've got cats, I've got cats I know in my street, but there's nothing like having a flatmate that's a cat. Something I really love about this walk is you're not that far away from civilization at all, but you get that really lovely sort of kind of isolation, you and the elements, and there's something really peaceful about around here. Just you and the sheep. But I know over the hill there's probably some people having a picnic. But then that's also quite comforting in a way. There's a guy walking there. He said our hellos. And I always get the sort of like the feeling of my prehistory me when I'm in situations like this. The caveman, Dolbit's blogger. It's one of those hills. That's at that sort of gentle, steep gradient, but it feels like you're never quite reaching the top. There's always a little bit more to go. Finally, at the top of that hill, doesn't look so steep from here, does it? But you can't see the edge, it drops off a bit around there. And now you're going to walk along this ridge, just along here, to get to the top of Mount Caburn. So, I suppose we're very close. I suppose I should really do a bit of a walk so you get the great reveal of Mount Caburn, the summit. And yes, this is quite an interesting little bit of prehistory building going on here. Get people using this for paragliding and stuff like that, so you might see some paragliders when we get to the top, but we'll see what happens. Some people using remote control aeroplanes. That's quite exciting. I love the idea that, you know, would prehistory of man been just totally gobsmacked by the idea of men flying off this hillock, this hill fort, or people flying at all, you know, flying small bits of wood with little engines and things in them. Would they be amazed by that? I'm slightly amazed by it, and I'm in the time when people are doing it. So, I've had a nice sit up there, watched some remote control aeroplanes whizzing about, and I'm going to walk back. I'm going to walk back a slightly different way. I'm going to follow this path that way. Don't know where it goes, but you know, you've got to follow a path you haven't followed before every so often, haven't you? I'm not sure this is capturing it quite like my eye does, but I love that when it's all in the dark and you can see where the sun is breaking through over there. Ah, see why it's so windy now. Blooming wind generator generating a load of wind. Wonder what way do you think the wind blows around here? Oh, we've got a big hawthorn thicket down here. I wonder what kinds of goblins, creatures live down in there. Oh, that does look very interesting. Maybe sometime I'll have an explore up here and come down and look in the goblin hole. You know, there's something I really like about these green junction boxes. They're kind of visible but invisible. There's something great about them that I can't, you know, almost like an obelisk. They're sort of ever present, just sitting there, doing their thing. In Brighton, a lot of them get painted. Street artists get permission to do stuff on them. Some of them are good, others are a bit repetitious and tedious and contrived. You know, for graffiti, I quite like repetition, but street art with permission isn't graffiti. And there's something great about these green boxes. Something quite amazing about a pinwheel this big. It's catching the wind, doing whatever it's doing, whether it's pumping water or creating electricity. We are clever monkeys. Over there, to over there, then trot to the Glyndebourne turbine, and now we're going to go down this way, and I think this will lead us to the outskirts of Lewes, and maybe we might go to a pub. There's something I like about electricity pylons. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's something like the straight lines making curves, or just the repetition and the way they start at the bottom and just disappear up to the top. Or is it the way they march across the countryside? Yeah, more or less wherever you are in the world where there's humans, there's pylons marching across, going from town to town, carrying that electricity that we need so much to be modern humans. Wow! Double pylons all the way! Dude! So you can see the Glyndebourne generator up there, and yes, that's Glyndebourne Opera House. Very fancy, very exclusive, where the poshies go to watch warblers. I've been there twice, if not thrice. I've been there, and yes, Lewes, 2.25 miles that way. So let's get walking. Guess that's a sign that autumn's coming. Oh, still there. Chalk. It's not just a temporary thing.